to a hair video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I dyed my human hair bulk so I can make rainbow braids. So, what you'll need for this is some gloves, of course, foil to keep the hair in, keep everything as clean as we can. Right now you can see I'm going in my stash and getting all of the hair dye colors that I have. And for this I'm going to be using Arctic Fox and some random other dyes I found at the beauty supply. And honestly, the only reason I still have these is because I don't use them. I don't recommend them for my own hair. They fade really quickly and are really, like, they run a lot. Even after you using just cold water, the colors fade really quickly. So the only reason I still have these dyes is because I don't use them, because they're not great quality for me. They don't work that great for me. So I figured, well, I'm just dyeing some human hair for my braids, so this will be a perfect way to use up all of this dye. But yes, that is all of the different hair dyes I'm going to be using to make the rainbow on this hair. I bought a pack of this 613 bulk deep body wave, and we're going to dye it. First, I'm going to lay out all of the all the aluminum foil sheets I'm going to need. Each little bundle, I'm going to have it have its own sheet of foil to hold it in. So yeah, now I'm putting my gloves on and we're going to get started with dyeing this. I'm going to take it out of the packaging, obviously. And I like the way that this bulk is packaged with like the little knot at the top. It like helps it stay together while I'm dyeing it, which I appreciate. The hair dye didn't get underneath where the knot is, but I was just rolling with it. I wasn't really looking for perfection with this. I just wanted most of it to be colorful instead of just blonde. So yeah, let's get to dyeing. First, I'm going to start with red, and this Arctic Fox red falls out so quick that I'm going to use red and orange. So hopefully that will assist in keeping stuff copacetic here. I used this whole bottle on my head to dye one time, and it faded in like 2 weeks. And I was so disappointed because it's very pigmented, but it falls out so quickly. It's insane. I think a lot of red dyes do that, but this one, I dyed it, I detangled it, did a wash and go, and then that next week it was basically gone. I was like, well, goddamn. I guess my hair isn't red anymore. It's a light orange. So it's red, but I know it's going to come out orange. I know it's going to come out orange, but it's fine. It's fine. At this point, it's not, it's a bit deeper than the orange, so I will live. It still came out looking good. So I wasn't tripping too much. I just knew that this red was not going to be, as vibrant as it looks right now coming out of the bottle. I'm spreading the dye bottom to top. The care instructions for this hair recommended that, always start from the bottom to the top whenever conditioning or washing. So I, got my brush in there. It was easy to dye the ends of the bulk. It was kind of at the top where it was I had to separate it more to get it to go into all of the hair. I did end up, dyeing one side and then flipping it over and making sure that all of the hair that I wanted to be dyed got dyed. So yeah, you know, just using, I'm using this hair, child, not me not knowing the names of stuff, but I'm using this, you know, regular brush that you would use for dyeing, but you don't really need it. Like, I ended up using my fingers towards the end because, you know, it's just a bit more efficient. If you've got gloves, then you don't really need to use the brush. It's more for precision, if anything. If you want to do like ombre or something like that, then yeah, I think you would need this brush. But if you are just dyeing each of the little the mini bundles like a different color, then you don't really necessarily need to use this kind of brush. I just used it because I had it. This next one is the green bundle, and for this one, I don't have a green hair dye, but I do have yellow and blue, so I'm just going to mix a custom color. I started out with mostly yellow and slowly added the blue in and mixed it until I got the green shade that I wanted. This one is like a lime green, but you know, when you're mixing colors together, the color that you have mixed is a lot vibrant than what it's going to look like once you wash it out. So when you're mixing hair dyes and making your own custom colors, just know that, you know, you may want to darken the tone of the color so that when it washes out or fades, you still have the color that you desire. So this is like a nice green, but I know that this is the, like, if you see, you'll see at the end that this is the color that the hair turns out to be. So I'm going to make it darker so that when I wash it out, the green is more vibrant. I hope that makes sense. So I just keep adding the blue and mixing it in and taking my time. I did like a little strand test on the top part to see if I liked it. And I think it needs to be a bit more green than this. I feel like I'm like almost there to just like a really good base green. So I'm just going to add a bit more blue dye. Now that the green is at the vibrancy that I want it, I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the hair, just like I did before. Now this hair dye I also don't use. I used it to do a split dye for blue and pink, and it's also just extremely runny and falls out easily with my hair routine and hair type. Coily type. So, you know, not everything's going to work for me, and that's fine. But, you know, I don't like to waste, so I do keep hair dye around for moments like these when I need hair dye. So yeah, it looks very vibrant and it is very nice, but when I used this in my hair, it faded quite quickly. So yeah, and it's a very thin formula. That's also something I did not enjoy. I have to use a lot of this product to get the vibrancy that is advertised on the bottle, which is, you know, only slightly irritating. So yeah, I have to go. That's why I'm just going with my hands when using this dye, because it's really thin and, you know, not that great to work with, honestly. I don't like how thin this is at all. And you have to just keep putting more and more on until it gets to the shade that you want it to be, basically. But yeah, for the pink and the blue, this is the dye I'm using, but once again, I do not recommend it. Now that I am done dyeing all of these bundles, I'm going to let them sit for, I believe, about an hour or so. I did this and then I went and took a shower and did my hair, so it was at least an hour and a half that I let it sit in the dye. And then I washed it out according to the directions on the hair. It said to use lukewarm water and shampoo, to only manipulate the hair towards the bottom, and to use conditioner once it is washed. And it worked pretty well. The red ran a lot. It ran so much I had to use cold water to make it stop. But yeah, once I got that all washed, I went ahead and stuck the bundles on a wide tooth comb and blow dried it on low heat. And this didn't take too long, maybe like half an hour at most. I just kept pausing to comb it through to make sure nothing got tangled. But it was really easy to work with this hair. And here are the results. I think it came out extremely vibrant. The only one I'm not super satisfied with is the red, but it still looks good compared to the other colors. You know, it still gives that rainbow effect. So I'm not too mad at it. It still looks really great. It was really easy to dye this bulk. If you're looking for, you know, a unique way to make your boho braids look different, I highly recommend, you know, dyeing your bundles before your stylist goes ahead and installs it into your braids, because it's really, really nice. Now that my bulk is dyed, let's get into the braid appointment. So you see something in your head, but it don't exist on the internet. This is what I wanted. I came in nice and early in the morning, and Tresey got started on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful set of braids. We was watching movies, we was watching Living Single, we was chatting, hanging out. It's always a good time hanging out with Tresey. So this is how long they are. I love getting my braids this long. I always have. Shout out to Jessie doing them for me in college, girl. And here are the results. I love that it's vibrant and colorful. It's exactly how I wanted it. It's exactly how I imagined it to be. And I feel like it's so me. Like, if you know me, color is a part of my uniform. If I don't got color on, I'm not me. So I love these so much. And if you want to try to go to Tresey's for the braid, just know they look this good because she worked hard. All right, it starts at $400. Don't be mad at me. You see the high quality work right here. You see the attention to detail. Pay her what she's worth. All right. But yes, this is after she dipped everything and put some mousse on. And I just love it so much. I just think it's the best thing I've seen in my entire life. And I am so happy she was able to create this for me. So yeah, thanks for watching.